Right, and welcome to a very snowy looking Yorkshire Dales. We're up in the sort of more northern end at Yorkshire Dales. I think it's the more Cumbria end. But we're in a place called, if I can pronounce this right, Outhill or Outgill or something like that. Kirkby Stevens about 4 mile back down the road down there. Come off at A66, you come down through Kirkby Stephen to this little village here called Outgill or Outhill, however you pronounce it. But yeah, it's a lovely little place, like a farming place. And that edge behind me there, that's Malastang edge, all this here. That's looking nice up there. But our aim for tonight is, because we're out camping finally this year, middle of January, before I've got my first camping. I don't know if you can see just up there, we're heading up to Wild Boar Fell, which I've had on my radar for quite a number of years, to be honest. It's yeah, I've been looking at that quite a few times and not to sort of particular want to walk it, I always wanted to camp it like, so here we are. At that pointy bit up there, that's not the actual summit. I think the actual Wild Boar summit's just beyond that. I think that's, I think they call it the Nab or something like that. But yeah, that's where we're going to be camping tonight, up on top of there. And then tomorrow morning, we'll be dropping off down the other side of a Swarth Fell. Dropping back down into the valley and walking back along the road, back up to the car up here. So as you can see, it's an absolutely cracking day. We've actually got a bit of a good weather window this week. Monday 16th today. I've just finished off at night shift this morning, so I've been looking at forecasts and I thought, yes, I'm having that this week. So we've got like days where it's like this, but we've still got snow showers in between. And looking at lakes, I've had a right dumping up there. I keep up to date with fell top assessors on Twitter and that. They give weather reports out, and they go up Helvellyn every day in winter, do a weather report, and looking at some pictures and report for lakes have had a right dumping. So I might take advantage of that, I know, later on this week. But yeah, we've got, well, I said we've got, it's a lot calm, we've got a lot calmer conditions. That all them high winds got a bit of a breath from that, because as you all know, I've at last so many week, let me just navigate this style. I've at last few week winds been crazy, and them 2 day walks that I did, which by the way as well, the question I posed in my last one, whether you'd like to see some day walks mixed up with camps, looks like it's a resounding yes from that. So yeah, that's something we'll be introducing going forward. But yeah, them high winds of the last few weeks, just I'm done with that. I've been there, seen it, done it. I'm in it for enjoyment nowadays, not for enduring it. I want to be able to come out and enjoy a camp, not lay there awake all night in tent when it's brainy in the face. I'm done with that. It's a different thing getting caught out in it when it's not forecast, but actively seeking it. Now, why would you do it when you can come out and enjoy this? No wind, blue skies, sun, some lovely snow down, and enjoy it. So it might be nice and clear and cold. It's like -2 down at car, and the forecast tonight, with it being clear, is due to drop down to -8 in early hours at morning. Drops as night goes on, -4, 5, 6, 7, and then it's forecast at like 4 and 5, 6 o'clock in the morning to be -8. Whether it does, we'll see. But that sun, it's quite warm. I've took my headband off and a little bit of a sweat on now. We're starting to climb up. It's quite a boggy walk along valley there, that. Come away from that village down there, Outgill, whatever it's called, and you come up onto the fields, pass through a few small farms, and it's quite boggy. Cross over a few little streams and that. So I'm glad it's a little bit snowy and icy in places. It's not been too bad, but if it were wet and horrible, it's a bit of a crappy walk along here. So aye, well, that's where we're going, up there. Time to start the climbing. Oh. Getting into a nice little slog up here now. Snow's getting a little bit deeper. A couple of inch, 2 or 3 inch deep now up here. Higher we're getting up. Oh. That Malastang edge looks nice, that. I can't remember if I was saying, but Wild Boar Fell and Swarth Fell are 2 at Yorkshire Dales 30, the Dales 30. The summit's of 600 metres, 2,000 feet, and it's somewhat like I've got to have a 30 foot or a 30 metre drop all the way around, or something like that. I can't remember the exact thing, but I don't know off the top of my head whether any of that on there is any. I just know it as Malastang Edge. I don't know any summits on top in it, so without having a look at map. But that does look nice for a camp, that up there. Right, you could get a right nice little perch on that edge there and be cracking that, especially in snow like this. So we're carrying on following it track up here. Cuts off back to that point there, and then we cut across ridge here up to that point there, which is called the Nab, and then Wild Boar Fell's just off at back of there. Not far to go now. I say not far to go. It don't look it, but still going to be a bit of a slog in it. Well, we're just topping out on start at ridge up here now, back into the sun. I've had to put my headband back on because there's a slight breeze up here, and with them cold temperatures, that wind chill, it's only a slight breeze, but it's enough to bite your ears. But look at this lot. I'm not 100% sure, but This might be Owlgills over here, and I don't know if that right on the horizon might be sort of northeast end at lakes. I'm not 100% sure. We're not doing too much right Yorkshire Dales over the years. I don't know it as quite as well as being at peaks or lakes. But yeah, I'm sure this is Owlgills here, and then that's lakes, positive on it. Could be wrong though, somebody tell me. Can you see over to lakes, and you can definitely see Owlgills, but can you see over to lakes from Wild Boar Fell? It's getting a bit crunchy underfoot. You can hear it. A little bit ice under this couple of inch worth of snow. I've got my spikes on me, but I don't think I'll need them. It's quite soft. It's like a layer of crispy, crunchy ice. Probably previous snowfall, that's iced up, and then got another couple of inch worth of snow on top of it. But it's nice and soft. Absolutely beautiful. That breeze is getting up a little bit. Not too bad. Maybe 8-10 mile an hour, but when it comes that wind chill, I'll be putting my gloves back on in a minute because my hands are starting to get cold now. In fact, I'm going to get them on before they get any colder. Just having a minute. Last push to the summit just here. This is the edge of the knob as they call it. Some nice little bits of snow drift here. Not quite Cornish, but some nice drifts. As we've come up onto the top here, I've just on my Skywatch took a reading. We've got like 16-18 mile an hour winds. It's temperature's -4, and it's going to like -8, -9 in wind chill, and I can feel it. Well, I've got my gloves back on and put my earband back on and put my hood up, because that is biting, that wind. It is biting. Hey, last push to the summit. Let's get it done. So this is the Knob summit, 702 metres. And it shows on map that somewhere around here there's a tumulus, or a tumuli, which is a ancient burial mound. So there's been Bronze Age and Neolithic activity up here. These tumulus and tumuli, that's where they used to bury the dead, in mounds. So looking at that there, old ancient burial mound under that. So we're just going to pop along to 8 Triggies now, actual Wild Boar Fell summit, tap out at that, and but then I think we're going to find a spot over where the cairns are. If anybody's familiar with Wild Boar Fell summit, you've got your trigger sheltered over here, but then over at north side here there's like some standing cairns just on edge over here. I think I'm going to see if I can find a spot over there, and it might be just over at brow. It might just be out of this wind as well. It's not too bad, like I said, but I'd rather be out it than in it. So let's get to where it triggers just along here. Wild Boar Fell summit trig, 708 metres. I've been having a think and all, and I'm sure regarding whether this what Owgills and that what lakes, and I'm sure on it, I'm positive, because if I look straight over there I might not be able to see it, but cross fells there, and then it's, I think it's Dufton Pike, the one with the weather station on, Cumbria, and then there's High Cupnick in there somewhere. So then this is Owgills. I'm sure that's calf or the calf top, and then yard side. So yeah, this will be Owgills. So that lot of just in distance is sort of northeast or the far eastern part of lakes, and I'm 100% sure that that is Blencathra. I can see Striding Edge and Horsfell Ridge, and that is definitely Blencathra. That definitely got plans for that Horsfell Ridge. I want to try and climb that this winter. I don't know if you can. I'm not going to walk too far, but just off at end of here is Santana as well. I'm not dropping over that side to so we can see it, but I'll have to walk back up. So now we're going to head over this way, straight over to where them standing cairns are, and see if we can find a nice little spot. Hopefully we should still get a nice sunset over that way, and then we'll have a look and see whether, obviously sunrise will be over that way. And I'm just seeing there, never remember which way around these are, but I'm sure that's Pennygent there, I can see. Could be wrong. As I say, I'm not that familiar with Yorkshire Dales and that. I've done Yorkshire Three Peaks and that, and quite a few at Yorkshire or the Dales 30. I'm sure I'm into double figures now. I've done like Fountains Fell, Buckden Pike, all them lot. But yeah, this is as I was saying, this is another two I'll be knocking off. Wild Boar Fell, there's Boar Fell and all not too far from here. I'm not sure where that is. I've camped on there as well. That was a few years back with Dan. That's a right old slog on there. Great Noutberry Hill, I think it is on that one. And then I think there's another part, another one Dale City a little bit further along on actual summit. And then, like I say, we'll be going over to Swalve Fell tomorrow morning, dropping down and coming back along Ballytic car. Bloody dropping into a oh, don't want to be dropping it after this. So there's some water there, I stove it. I come away from that before I drop through it. Right then, here we are. This is the little wind shelter. And then you've got these cairns all along edge here. I think it's called Yord's Cum Scar or something, this, and then White Summit Scar just there, looking on map. And then of course, you know, Malastang edge here. And then there's looking back along this edge here. Lovely. So I think I'm going to, seems a little rocky on this side. So up over style here. See if I can find myself a nice little spot just off to one side on here somewhere. I'll come back to it in a bit when I've found a little spot. Right then, I think I found a spot. It's a little bit stony on here. I don't. It's nice and grassy just set back there, but I don't want to. Just here, it's a little bit of a brow just here, and I'm slightly hid just on edge here. You know, sort of from all the way actual summit is, which is back over there, and from this direction as well. So rather than being just on top here and being in plain sight, just on edge here, but in and around cairns just here, it's quite rocky. Like there's quite a lot of this flat sort of stone that these kinds are made out of. So just here, there's a nice grassy shelf just there, so I'm going to put tent there. I mean Voyager again, with door facing that way, and that slight breeze is just coming this way. It's only just a little breeze. As I was saying, Broward Hill's just giving us a little bit of protection from it as well, so yeah. It's about 3:30 now. Sunset is around 4:20 now. The other side of the dark nights are getting longer now by a few minutes every day, so yeah, that sunset's around 4:25 now, so we've got plenty of time. But it's dropping chilly by the minute now that I've stopped walking, so I'm going to get tent set up and get my warm gear on. Oh, it is absolutely Baltic already. Right, so we got set up. As soon as I got set up, I got straight in there, got straight out of my clothes, got straight into all my down clothes, thermal bottoms on, down bottoms on, warm jacket, got everything on because it is absolutely freezing up here. I stuck my little temperature gauge on there and it is already minus 6.1. I don't know if you can see that. Minus 6.1 already, and it's only just gone 4 o'clock and all. Sun's just set over there. Oh, it's gone down behind a bank of cloud like, which seems to have bubbled up just on the horizon, which is a shame because we'd have had a nice sunset there, but should get a nice little bit of alpine glow. There's a little bit of colour going on just on the horizon, on opposite side just there, a little bit of belt of Venus going on. But yeah, my forehead here is absolutely freezing with this little bit of, we've got like a little bit of a 10-mile-an-hour breeze coming at us. Oh, and I've got my gauge in there. I ain't checked what wind chill is, but I bet it's easily into double figures, minus double figures in that chill. But yeah, not messed about up here tonight with temperatures. I've got my Thermarest, I've got my Brand Neutrino Pro 900 bag. My hot socks are in there. Like I say, I've got into all my warm gear. I'm nice and warm now. It's just me head here that's frozen. So yeah, next thing I'm going to do is get my set of brew on, get warmed up. What's that? Hopefully we'll get some colour in sky over there, so we'll see. Might set this going to see if we can get a little bit of time lapse at clouds and the last bit of that sunset. So yeah, brew time. Oh aye, nice and warm that. Right then, so it is now nearly 8:10, and I don't know what time it was I last spotted here, but when I was outside tent on it, and I said I'm going to jump in there and get a brew on and get warmed up. Yeah, I had that brew, got ligged in bag, got nice and cosy, and that was it. Fell asleep. I woke up at 5 to 8. I've just maybe sent that other brew now, and yeah, I think I've had about, I don't know, maybe 2.5, 3 hours kip or something there. Yeah, must have been tired. As I think I was saying earlier on, I've only just finished off at Neats this morning, like, so a couple of hours keep and I came straight up here, so I must have been tired, so I hope that don't affect my sleep tonight. I shouldn't imagine it will do. So yeah, I just made me send another brew. Once I've had that and spot tea, I think I'll be getting my tea on go. It's I think the temperature's still about -6 or somewhere like that. I'll just check that up now, look. Oh, -5.81 it is now. I don't know if you can see that. -5.81 it is, so it's warmed up, it's getting warmer. But yeah, I've checked forecast and that, and it's due to stay around -6, -7. Looks like we're on for a bit of a nice morning as well, so yeah, hopefully some nice scenes in the morning. So while I'm talking to you, so as you'll have all seen, I've been using Terra Voyager for quite a while now. Is it a couple of months, maybe 3 months or something like that. Really enjoying this tent, using it. Get a lot of questions about it lengthwise and things like that. Well, I'm 6'1", just to clear one of the questions up. I'm 6'1", and my Thermarest is the long and wide one, and it fits in here just perfectly fine. Half it in here perfectly fine. Anybody that's any taller than 6'1", you might struggle a little bit because my feet are right at bottom and I am my head's right up at top here. But anybody that's 6 foot and under, you'll be perfectly fine with it. So yeah, on to speaking of Terra Nova. Obviously some of you have noticed that I've had a affiliate link with Terra Nova for a good couple of months now, something like that. Some of you have used it to buy tents and things like that. So, but what the good guys at Terra Nova have also done for me is they've given me a 20% discount, and that discount is Andy B 20. Capitals Andy B and 20. So if anybody wants to buy a tent or any of their gear from their website, and it's got to be the full price stuff. I know there's a bit of a sale on at minute in January. I think it ends in January. I think they've got something like 30% off stuff at minute. And I know they've got a lot of stuff out of stock at minute, but I've been speaking to Abby at Terra Nova, and they're due to have a lot of stocking from March, I think it is. So if anybody's wanting to buy a Voyager or whatever, it's got to be full price. If you fancy having a look at my affiliate link, and if you do end up buying something at checkout, Andy B20, you'll get yourself a nice 20% off. So I'm gonna get me brew. And like I said, once I finish this and I get some Terra on, I think I've got something to eat pasta bolognese tonight. I'll probably be eating pillar, because it's clouded over out there. There's a few patches of clear skylight and there's a few stars knocking about, but it's come over quite cloudy. So I'll be getting my tea and probably going to sleep and getting a good neat skip. So if I don't come back to you before then, I will see you in the morning. Stunning, absolutely stunning. Well, Well, good morning. Can you see me? Because that sun's that bright. Right, it's what time is it? I think it's just after 9, 9:15. I've been up since about 7:30. Sunrise was about 8:20 or something like that. I've had a really good sleep there. When I last spotted you last night, I said it were clouded over, didn't I? But I took a peek outside just before I decided to go to sleep, and the sky was absolutely amazing. It was crystal clear. Stars were stunning. We've got Milky Way over at back in us here, absolutely beautiful. So yeah, I had half an hour, 40 minutes with camera. I set GoPro up on a night lapse, so hopefully you'll see all that. But yeah, I've had about a good 8.5 hours keep there. Yeah, really good sleep. I know I would sleep, even though I had that 2.5, 3 hours yesterday at tea time. But yeah, lovely sunrise this morning. It's very cold out there, very, very bitter. We've got like a 12 or 15 mile an hour breeze, and that wind chill is absolutely, it's a killer. So I've had a bit of a faff about with camera. I have that drone up, so again hopefully you might have seen a few bits. But that sun's up in sky now. Skies are really clear and it's really bright, that sun, as you can tell. But I'm recording on Canon because my GoPro Hero 9, it's not eating through batteries, it's just, I've got 3 batteries for it and they're lasting no longer than 80–85%. It just keeps shutting down, saying it's too cold. Keeping batteries in my pocket, you know, keeping them warm, and I'm trying to keep unit itself warm, and it's just not having it. To say it's an action camera, I'm not impressed with that whatsoever. So I'm on my little Canon G7X Mark III. That's a cracking little camera, that. So yeah, looks like rest of this trip I'll be recording on this. So I've already had a brew. I'm going to get another one up, go wind my hands through, get a little bit of breakfast, and then we'll make a start on packing up. And then, like I was saying yesterday, we're going to be going over onto Swarth Fell, which once I've got a brew on go, I'll get outside and I'll try and point out the route we're going to be taking when we're heading off. Oh, blimey! Woohoo! Oh, it's blowing all over my chuffing neck. So what a beautiful morning it is up here. Absolutely Baltic like, but pre-sunrise this morning, pointing into some sun, I squint a little bit. Over that way, there were some lovely pink colours, belt of Venus in the sky over there. Oh yeah, that was absolutely beautiful, that. So yeah, once I've had this brew, like I say, I'm going to make a start on packing up. I've already changed my clothes, still got my down jacket on that because it's bloody freezing, but basically I'm going to be heading along Edget Ridge just here over my right shoulder, and that summit there just over my right shoulder is Swarth Fell, so that's a Dales 30. So we're going to be heading over that one, dropping off, edging it down there. I've been looking at map, it looks like there's a bit of a track or something like that you can pick up, and it drops off down into the valley, down to the road here. And looking at it, I might have about 1.5 to 2 miles of road walking to do, but I'd rather do that than walk back where we've come, because that was, I think it was about 5.5 miles to here. But I like to try and make me walk circular way possible. Like you can see me with sun there. So yeah, we drop off down at bottom here, and this is, I'm assuming it's Malastang Valley. I'm not sure, like I keep saying yesterday. And then we've got Alt Valley at bottom, right along here to walk along the road, right back to that village of Out Gill. I'm sure somebody will pull me up on it. I've had it 2 or 3 times. I know where I'm pronouncing stuff wrong, but I am from Yorkshire. We've got our own language. But yeah, an absolutely beautiful morning up here this morning, like I say. Temperature, lowest temperature, I think it's about -5.5 at the minute, but when I looked on the app this morning, it stayed a constant sort of -6, -6.5 all night, and it dipped below -7 two or three times. At lowest it got to a -7.54, somewhere around there, at 4:30 this morning. Somewhere around 2 o'clock, 2:30, 3 o'clock, and then about 4:30, lowest, -7.54. That's the coldest it got last night. But I was nice and toasty in that bag with my thermals on. Like I say, about 8.5 hours keep you. Good sleep, good sleep. Yeah, I'm glad I decided on this one in these conditions. Like I've been saying, I've always wanted to come up here, and I was going to walk it, do this circular that I'm just been telling you about, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to camp it. And yeah, like I say, I'm glad I've done it in these conditions. Yeah, really enjoyed it, really enjoyed it. Right then, I'm going to finish this brew up, make a start unpacking up, and we'll crack on and get the rest of this walk done. Oh blimey, right then, all packed up, ready to go. That's where I was. You know the score as always, will leave no trace, other than in this instance a little bit of melted snow. So as I was saying, we're going to make us way along ridge here, edge of this ridge, follow the wall line up onto Swall Fell, and I'm going to drop off, walk back in valley. So let's get going. Well, as I'm walking along edge here, I don't know if you can't see, just down there there's like a little tarn, just off to one side, and there's a really nice flat shelf there. But that'd make a nice little camp spot just down there, that down there, if you didn't want to, if you came up here and it was too windy or whatever up there and you wanted a bit of shelter. A great cracking little spot down there, a little bit lower down like, but beautiful little spot. So that's where we've come from, right on edge there, followed edge, followed this fence line along down here, then this meets this wall, which then goes all the way off up onto Swall Fell. I don't know if you can see it just here, but this is Swall Fell tarn here. Nice and calm down here as well. We're certainly down after that bit of a icy wind that were up there. Looks like there's quite a bit of water here as well. It's might have to go over to the wall. It's quite frozen up, but I don't want to be walking over it. You can see I'm actually stood on the edge of that there. Let's walk round it. I don't want to be taking a dunk in that. Right then, like I say, follow the wall up to the top of Swall Fell. Look at that sun, it's absolutely beautiful this morning up here. Stunning. Oh, this is a right old slog up here. Fresh untrod snow and all. Right then, up near the summit, a little wind shelter there. There's actually two tops on here. Not 100% sure which is the official summit, but this is the first one we've come to. So this is Swall Fell, 681 metres, and then there's another summit beyond, it's at 651 metres. So we'll go and tap out on that one, make it official that we've actually bagged it, and then we'll find a route off down back into the valley. Well, that's where we've come from, right over there, all the way along Pull at fence line, joint wall, nice short but steep climbing here to come up. Brilliant. Oh, I've got to step over that bit of fence, wire fencing. So this is the other summit. So that one up there is Swarth Fell. This one's Swarth Fell Pike, 651 metres. So that is it. Swarth Fell officially bagged, whichever summit is the official one. So there's a path drops off down here. We're not going that way. No, there's a path that drops off down this way, like I was saying. Looking back up to Wild Fell just over there. I could see over here though, I could see like a bit of a track that led down back down to the road, so that's where we're going now. I'll crack on. That's looking back up to where we've come down off. Nice bit of a steep descent, that one coming down off there, but on like a quad track now. Dropping down here, so it drops down to this house and then we'll be picking road up and a long slog back to the car. Right then, well, we've finally hit the road. That's looking back up Wild Fell, and then we came over Swarth like I've been saying, dropped down that track, we're back onto the road here now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm not going to bore you with this, like I think I've about 1.5 miles or 2 miles of road walking to do, so I'm not going to bore you with that. So while I've got that view, thanks for watching as always, take care out there, I'll leave you with that view and I'll catch you on next one.